Have you ever sat down with a Sudoku puzzle, determined to keep your mind sharp, only to feel frustrated after a few minutes? Maybe the numbers didn't line up, or maybe you just didn't enjoy it as much as people said you would. You might have even wondered, is this really the best way to keep my brain strong? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Sudoku is a wonderful challenge for some, but it's far from the only way, or even the best way, to keep your mind sharp, especially as we get older. Here's the truth, your brain is like a muscle. And just like your body, it needs variety to stay healthy and strong. If you only did one type of exercise, say, walking, your legs would get stronger, but the rest of your body wouldn't be challenged. It's the same with your brain. Focusing only on number puzzles might give you a bit of practice with logic and memory, but your brain needs a mix of different activities to truly stay sharp, flexible, and energized. Now, I don't know about you, but I think keeping our minds healthy should also be fun. It shouldn't feel like homework or a test we have to pass. It should bring joy, laughter, and even a little sense of adventure. That's why I want to share 6 activities that go far beyond Sudoku, things that not only stimulate your brain but also make life richer, more engaging, and more enjoyable. One of the most powerful ways to keep your brain sharp is something many of us might overlook: conversation. Think about the last time you had a really good chat with a friend. Maybe you shared stories, laughed about something silly, or even debated an idea. In that moment, your brain was firing on all cylinders, listening, recalling memories, forming responses, even reading facial expressions or tone of voice. Conversation is like a full-body workout for your brain, and the best part is, it doesn't feel like exercise at all. If you want to take it a step further, try talking to someone new or about a subject you don't usually discuss. Maybe strike up a chat with a neighbor about their garden, or ask your grandchild to explain the latest trend they're into. At first, it might feel a little outside your comfort zone, but that's exactly what makes it so powerful for your brain. When you learn something new through conversation, your mind forms fresh connections, and those connections are what keep your memory and thinking skills strong. Another fantastic brain booster is learning a new skill. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "I'm too old to start something new," let me stop you right there. You are never too old to learn, and in fact, learning later in life can be one of the most rewarding experiences. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. You could try knitting, painting, playing a simple instrument, or even cooking a new type of dish. The point isn't to become an expert, it's to challenge your brain in a way it hasn't been challenged before. When you learn something new, your brain has to adapt. It has to form brand new pathways and connections, almost like building new roads in a city. The more roads there are, the easier it becomes to travel from one place to another, and that translates into sharper memory, quicker thinking, and more creativity. Plus, picking up a new hobby often brings a sense of accomplishment and joy, which is just as important for mental health as the activity itself. Let's not forget about the role of movement. A lot of people think brain health is all about puzzles and reading, but your body and brain are deeply connected. When you move your body, you increase blood flow to your brain, and that helps keep your mind alert and energized. But here's the secret: not all movement is created equal when it comes to brain health. The best kinds of movement are those that also challenge your coordination and focus. Think about dancing, for example. When you dance, you're not only moving your body, but you're also remembering steps, listening to music, and often keeping in rhythm with a partner. That's a lot of brain power. Or consider something like Tai Chi, where you're focusing on balance, breathing, and flowing movements all at once. These types of activities engage both your body and mind in harmony, and that's a powerful recipe for keeping your brain sharp. Even simple activities like walking in a new neighborhood or trying a different route can give your brain a workout. When you're paying attention to new surroundings, noticing details, and maybe even chatting with someone along the way, you're doing so much more for your brain than just taking a stroll. It's variety that counts. The beautiful thing about all these activities, conversation, learning new skills, and mindful movement, is that they're not chores. They add joy, connection, and meaning to your life while also giving your brain exactly what it needs to stay strong. You don't have to sit down with a Sudoku puzzle unless you really enjoy it. Instead, you can fill your days with things that feel natural, rewarding, and fun, and know that you're still giving your brain the best care possible. Watching and feel that these insights are meaningful. Please type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I warmly invite you to do so, and don't forget to turn on the bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos designed to uplift, inform, and inspire. Your support truly means a lot. It's what keeps us going and allows us to continue sharing thoughtful, helpful content just for you. Now, let's continue this journey together. Now that we've looked at some of the common tricks scammers use, let's dive into how they actually reach us, because this part is changing fast. Years ago, it was mostly phone calls and maybe the occasional letter in the mail. But today, scams come at us from every direction: our phones, our computers, even our televisions. Let's start with the telephone. Many seniors grew up in a time when the phone was a trusted lifeline. If the phone rang, you answered. If someone sounded professional, you believed them. But today, caller ID can be faked in seconds. Scammers can make it look like the call is coming from your bank, your doctor's office, or even the government. They know that if you see a familiar name, you're more likely to pick up and more likely to listen. Then there's email. Maybe you've seen messages that say your account is locked or that you've won a prize. They often look official, with logos and signatures that seem real. But if you look closely, you'll spot little mistakes, strange email addresses, spelling errors, or links that don't look right. The trick is, scammers don't need to fool everyone. They just need a few people to click. And once you do, they may steal your information or install harmful software on your computer. Another tool is text messaging. These short, urgent messages can say things like "your package is waiting" or "click here to verify your account." Because texts feel more personal than emails, scammers know people are quick to react. And since phones are always with us, the temptation to respond right away is strong. We can't forget about social media. Maybe you use Facebook to keep up with family or share photos. Scammers know this too. They may send you a friend request pretending to be someone you already know, or they might post fake ads that look like real bargains. Some even pose as lonely strangers looking for friendship, hoping to build trust and then ask for money. And here's something that surprises a lot of people: TV ads and online shopping. Not every scam comes in the form of a threatening phone call. Some scammers set up fake companies that sell miracle cures or limited time offers. You pay, but the product either doesn't work or never arrives at all. So why are seniors especially targeted? Because scammers know that many older adults value politeness, trust, and respect. They take advantage of these good qualities, hoping you won't hang up or question their requests. But here's the truth: recognizing how scams travel is the first step in stopping them. Once you know that calls, emails, texts, and even ads can be faked, you can protect yourself by pausing, checking, and verifying before you act. In the next part, we'll talk about how to turn this awareness into confidence and how you can take simple steps to stay ahead of scammers. Now that we understand the tricks scammers use and the technology they hide behind, let's focus on what you can do to stay safe. The good news is, you don't need fancy equipment or computer skills. Just a few simple habits can protect you and give you peace of mind. Step 1. Slow down. Scammers want you to act fast. They'll say things like, "You only have 10 minutes to respond," or "if you don't pay now, your account will be shut down." But here's the truth: no real company or government office demands instant action over the phone or through text. So anytime you feel rushed, that's your signal to pause. Take a breath. Step away from the phone or computer. If it's real, it will still be there later. Step 2. Verify before you trust. If someone calls saying they're from your bank or a family member in trouble, don't give out any information right away. Hang up and call back using a number you already know is real. The same goes for emails or texts. Don't click the link. Instead, type the official website into your browser or use a trusted phone number. This one step can stop nearly every scam in its tracks. Step 3. Guard your personal information. Think of your social security number, your bank account, and your passwords as gold. Scammers will do almost anything to get them. That's why you should never share these details unless you are the one who initiated the contact. And use strong passwords, not just 1234 or your birthday. Even better, keep a small notebook in a safe place if you don't like remembering them all. Step 4. Use technology to your advantage. Yes, scammers use technology, but so can you. Caller ID blockers, spam filters on email, and even fraud alerts from your bank can add layers of protection. Ask a younger family member or a trusted friend to help you set these up if you're unsure. Once in place, they'll do the work for you quietly in the background. Step 5. Talk about it. One of the strongest defenses we have is sharing our experiences. If a scammer contacts you, tell your friends, your neighbors, or even your community group. Chances are, someone else has gotten the same message. Talking openly removes the shame and gives everyone a better chance of recognizing the danger. Remember, being targeted doesn't mean you're foolish, it just means the scammers are trying hard. Step 6. Trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Many seniors have said, "I had a bad feeling, but I didn't want to seem rude." Let me tell you, there is nothing rude about protecting yourself. You are allowed to hang up. You are allowed to delete. You are allowed to say no. At the end of the day, the goal isn't just to avoid scams, it's to keep your independence and your confidence. When you know how scams work and what steps to take, you're in control. So the next time the phone rings, or an email pops up, or a text comes through, remember, you have the power to pause, check, and decide. Scammers may be clever, but you are wiser. And with that wisdom, you can outsmart them every single time. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your insights mean a lot to us and give us the motivation to keep spreading positivity and practical advice. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support truly helps us continue creating meaningful content that informs, inspires, and uplifts. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.